Hello and welcome to GeekSpaceTV. We are very excited to have you here, and I hope you are excited to be here. And apparently Dan has taken up an expo marker habit. I don't.
Damn.
Floyd would have some stuff to say about that. Hi everybody! We're very, again, excited to see you here. You are watching Leviathan Distant Stars, a Stars Without Number RPG space opera. There is shipping involved, there are spaceships involved. Like shipping, like bringing goods from one location to another. Transportation, commerce.
We've done no shipping.
Transportation specialists.
Merchants. We're covert material relocation specialists.
Reallocation specialists.
Yeah.
So you are in for a treat tonight. But if you are new here and you don't know what or who GeekSpaceTV is, we are a non-profit streaming studio based in the Seattle area. So if you donate tonight, it's a donation and not a tip. And you also help us start new shows and keep the shows that are currently online going. So we truly appreciate all of the support that you provide us. If you're like, man, I would really like to give you some ongoing support, you can also do that by going to our Patreon and donating over there for regular monthly donations. And I think it's like as little as $1 is always helpful. Bits are also always helpful. No, we can't do that. That's not a thing. I'm so used to my own channel.
Disengage autopilot.
Yeah, I know. Wow, but sharing and tweeting out the stream is also incredibly helpful. Hosting, things like that, especially if you do not have the ability to contribute in a financial way, you can contribute in an excitement way.
2 ways to do excitement.
What?
Two ways.
They can auto-host, and then they can, like, tweet it out, and then you can go on, like, if there's a Reddit that's like, what space things should I do?
If you are on
the
the Stars Without Number Reddit, like, let them know that this happens. I need to actually be like, hey guys, because I've been like, your resources are great on this Reddit, and none of you are mean, as far as I can tell.
Wow, nice.
There's some really cool stuff on there if you are interested, even if you're not using this system directly. If you're like, I need help generating an entire section of space, they have a lot of stuff to help you with that.
Cool.
There's so much you
that's
can do.
everything. Remember, as usual, if you have fan art,
we're working on the fan art slideshow.
To submit the fan art using the link that will show up in chat
As soon as I type
soon, as soon as Anna types it. And we are working on getting the slideshow up before the show. There's some awesome and wonderful fan art. We're very excited to be able to share it, but you have to submit it so that we can share it and appropriately give you credit and not appropriate it.
No.
Wait Smoker just posted art just a
Really
couple minutes
confused
ago.
about the
What?
anatomy.
What?
Like, I
What?
don't
I didn't see it.
Also, we have a Wikia. If you're watching this and you're like, what is happening? I don't understand.
know.
Okay,
I don't
table annoying.
I have really
Table A.
bad
Claudia doesn't know what a colon
I
is.
know it's related to the poop shoot, but I don't know
No.
where it
Oh my
is.
god.
No. Do you mean like the
Wait, are you talking about the punctuation mark or
No.
the organ?
The
She's talking
organ.
about the
What
organ.
part of it is it?
I thought you were talking about the punctuation.
no, I know.
Your colon is another word for the large
The large
intestine,
intestine.
which is the shorter one.
Oh.
It's the
Yeah.
larger one.
Why don't they call it the large intestine?
They
do.
One is the colloquial term and one is the anatomical term. It's like that.
I
This
mean,
is
it's
my
a lot of
shoulder blade,
syllables.
but it's also a scapula.
Well, there we go. My question was answered today.
We also have a
You were looking
Wikia.
for
If you I'm talking.
The colon.
I'm sorry. Would you like to speak now? Should I stop talking and
We are
sharing
so
important
good
information?
No, Miss Lauren.
Thank you. If you are watching the show and you're confused about what's happening in the action of the show and not just why all of these players
We
are
we're
misbehaving,
Yeah.
they're the bottom team.
Team Power Bottom.
They're Team Colon.
That's good.
Is that where the power in your bottom comes from? It's from the large
No.
intestines?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it is. Don't ruin this for me.
But on that Wikia, you can find information like why are they making so many thread-based jokes and what the heck is Ica, and who are these people and what are they doing here? So with that, who are these people and what are they
There's
doing?
still more. Friday and Saturday.
Oh, yes.
It's
Friday
really
and Saturday,
crazy.
we have special things happening. On Friday night, we will not be having Exalted, but we will be having something agents of
Agents of
Spikadelic Agents of Groove.
Oh
Sorry, hang
my
on.
god.
Spikadelic Agents of Groove.
Anna's gonna be GMing and it's gonna be great, and there's gonna be spies and probably terrible British accents.
I
I'm
am
assuming.
so
Terrifying. Hey, my British is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not saying yours is gonna be the terrible
Wait, you're gonna
British
make them
accent.
Oh no,
British?
it will also be one of the terrible ones.
Oh, is there gonna be an American who's super suave who goes in there and be like, I know what's going on?
I don't know yet.
It's gonna be amazing.
I'm
And I'm very
really
excited. So that will be Friday, and then Saturday, it'll be brunch. We will be hanging out and having brunch, not just with each other, but also with you on stream. We will be probably playing games and talking and doing fun things like hanging out and answering questions that chat might pose us.
Bring in the drum! Brunch!
And we're just gonna see how long we do this for.
I brought in the drum.
Cool, we got 3 hours. 2 hours and 51 minutes to go. Keep going.
I love sitting next to Dan, and I never get to sit next to Dan.
I know we know why.
It's done.
The breakfast is done.
It's done.
I would start with the least annoying player, but I think that's Anna. So let's start with one half of our colon. Which one of you?
Me.
Which one of you is the upper tract and which one's the lower?
I've learned that colon is the large intestine, and there's only one large intestine.
Yeah,
Lauren.
but you can. There's like it's a whole U.
Oh wait, I
shape.
forgot that the large intestine is like a TV square.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of little intercoils.
No,
I don't know. I
that's
didn't
the
take
small
biology.
intestine. Clearly.
Wait. Does it go large and then small?
We'll put
No, it goes small and then large.
the more you know rainbow in post.
Why would you go small then large?
Because one of them processes out all of like the nutrients, and then the last one processes out the liquid.
And then
The small intestine is
And then-
technically longer
I know they
and
go
has
like
more
this.
surface area.
and then in the middle, it's like a transitory part that's known as the semicolon.
Oh
That's,
my god.
Like, Dan,
You did go to this table first.
I did. I was expecting them to want to show off who they are or something. I don't know.
Hi, my name is Dan Poslins. I'm at Dan Poslins on Twitter, and tonight I will be playing Lieutenant Conrad Carls Jr., also going by Kenny. He is a military military academy graduate. That makes more sense. And this is his first real deep space adventure.
No.
What?
I feel like you've already been on. Your character has been on one first.
No.
Well, this
No.
is part of it.
This was
This
his
is our
first like
first.
This is
assigned
the
mission.
arc.
Yeah. Yeah, in case I wasn't clear enough, this is the arc.
I feel like we were on the same side, and now you're making fun of me.
I like to think that I'm joining you.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah, he's making fun
Expanding.
of you. Who are you?
My name is Claudia, but on the Twitch and Twitter, I go by Jackie Dash. Jackidash. Ding. You can find me on my Twitter or on my Twitch. I just said that. But on this show, I'm Kika. And Kika is a Trico, which is like a baddie engineer. They're small, and they can hear really good. They're pretty blind. I would say like 94% blind. But they're super good at hearing, and they have sonar. And currently, I was the best spy in the last episode. I could be in the Agents of Groove. I was super
Best
sneaky
is a relative term.
until I played the rock music.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
That's,
I would just
She
like
was
to
the
point out
yeah.
I'm not the one who was blasting music the moment that you got to my destination, and also I completely dropped that one dude without being detected. Like,
You were very
Assassin's Creed style.
super important. We're not gonna state that you weren't, but like I slid in.
were you like head patting me?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There's
You're really important.
I'm afraid like
Captain, we're not going to say that you're not.
Damn.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Cheryl Platts, a.k.a. Muppets Aphrodite on Twitter and Twitch. I am an affiliate streamer. I am a software designer, a runner, and other stuff. But here I play Hexie Kate, who is a psionic entertainer. She's like Carly Rae Jepsen, trying to be as popular as Taylor Swift, and you know, she's talented. She just needs a second album.
Yep.
And her psionic powers give her the ability to heal people and also control things with her mind via telekinesis.
Fire.
May have just learned how to melt and combust things with her mind, which is pretty great.
Is pretty great.
Also, didn't you run like 3 marathons this weekend?
I only ran a 10K and a half marathon, but I got an infinity gauntlet because it was Disney race and it was Thor let me touch his hammer.
Wait, you didn't touch his...
Is that a euphemism?
No, like actually he came, I went up and he was like, hey, where's your hammer? And I'm like, I can't fit them in my pants. What? I don't have one. He's like, you can use mine. And he let me touch it. And I got like emotional because I'm a nerd and he's very pretty and it was like 5 in the morning and so.
Was he like pretty
I
and a
assume this is
muscular
one of like the
sense?
Disney
Oh yes,
like
there's a
Facebook
photo on Twitter, whatever one of the twit things,
Twiz.
Twitter. Yeah, but yes,
Twits.
the TSA does not like it when you have an infinity gauntlet in your bags.
Really?
Wait, you had 4 medals. You only ran twice. How did you
I
get
mean-
4?
But did it
It's
have?
complicated. We
It
don't have
is-
time for it.
It is a weapon of mass destruction.
Did it have all of the soul gems on it?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, then I mean I can
I
understand.
mean, yeah.
that.
and so
Now it's a
pretty
weapon.
dangerous.
Yeah.
They had all my stuff spread out on the table.
Not soul
There's
gems,
like a
but you know.
Pikachu and a Thor medal and an Infinity Gauntlet and a Black Widow medal. I'm like, nerd.
Yeah.
You definitely got TSA's nerd approval. They stamped it on your passport.
And then denied you entrance.
Because haters gonna hate. You just can't stop it.
It's true.
Hello, everybody. I am Lizzie the Bold. You can find me at Lizzie the Bold on Twitch and Twitter. I am a part-time streamer, full-time Sephora VIB sale overspender.
We talk a lot about makeup.
I miss the makeup.
We enjoy makeup. We can talk about makeup during the break if you want.
I would love that.
Or during the show.
And I mean, or during
At this point,
no,
like,
no.
Over IRL.
the more you
fine.
talk, the less I have to do.
I don't want to come down on the blue god's bad side. So, and I am playing Ziana, who is sort of the captain, I guess. Like sometimes, you know, like
The ship's flown is in her name.
The ship is in my name, and sometimes people respect me, but you know, like they listen to me actually a surprising amount, and yeah. And right now, I'm a little bit upset because my cargo bay / gym has been painted like a preschooler's playground, but you know, that's fine. I'm just gonna, you know, just pulled off an amazing heist and, you know, saved one of my crew members' asses and then came back to figure out, hand paint on my, salmon
It
ladder.
looks like a
right.
kindergartner had a bunch of tempura paint and just kind of went at it.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
How could the kindergarten get all the way up the ladder bars, salmon bars,
I
to
saw a
touch
kid
the top?
standing on
just-
like a jungle gym like an hour ago. Kids can stand whatever
They're
they want.
they're like little monkeys. They just
Yeah.
like, you know, they climb, they jump, they leap, they
can't
do
climb
all
so
sorts
great.
of.
I
yeah.
could climb taller
Um,
than a toddler.
Are you trying to take credit for it?
It just,
Because
you know, it's just really lucky that she basically considers Kika family, but would never actually say
No.
that.
It's
Gotta keep
cool.
it professional.
And I'm your GM for this evening. Perhaps the teacher in this classroom is certainly reminiscent of early. I'm not gonna lie. My students today were really well behaved.
And then we showed
I
Hey!
think this is the universe balancing those scales.
I was super good in the car.
You can find me on the internet. You can find me on the internet as Random Tuesday, and let's.
Hey, what are you doing tomorrow morning?
I will be on front page. You can find me on Twitch front page tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
You getting your partner spotlight?
I'm doing the cosplay showcase, so I will be continuing the cosplay that I was working on Tuesday night. Turns out, when there are a lot of people watching you, it's real easy to fuck up what you did, so I made the same pair of wings for the 3rd time, and got them right the 3rd time, as opposed to the 1st time and the 2nd time.
It's a really cool thing,
You're
guys.
becoming more
I-
accessible
yeah,
to your viewers,
exactly.
showing them that
That I am deeply flawed.
Hey, you know what my showcase would be?
What?
The Pause Play showcase. Because Pauselins.
Yeah, no, I get it. Do you just
Oh,
pause it and then literally just sit there and
I
not play
wouldn't
the
got it
game?
unless you explained it.
No. No, it's funnier if you
Would
explain.
really
Yeah.
No,
like
it's always
some-
funnier when you explain things.
When are we getting another Bathrobe Final Fantasy 15 stream?
Probably never.
Just, if you wanted to
That game
send
did
me
not
like
go well for me.
plush tomatoes, I would.
We had very firm opinions about 15 that was different.
Shush, BB Phantom.
I don't hate it.
So,
It's complicated.
Like a-
Facebook
hi
relationship.
everybody.
Yeah.
Let's jump into last time on Leviathan Distant Stars. Our intrepid crew of the Batleth had joined forces with what I shall continue referring to as, with air quotes, freedom fighters on the planet Uzvedi, who were fighting against an oppressive government regime and were instituting an attack on a military installation, which conveniently provided the crew of the Batleth, or would have conveniently provided the crew of that Batleth, significant cover with which to sneak into said facility, steal the components of a very technologically advanced thread drive, and then sneak out. Instead, what happened?
We did that.
Instead,
We
what we
rebel
chose to
plan
do-
was executed.
We got the bobbin case, we got the stabilizer, and we got the needle that we needed from the frigate. Like,
Yeah.
we did the thing.
I just love that Lauren's so
But that
pissed off.
wasn't-
She's giving the recap of what the show could have been.
I'm not mad. I'm actually really happy that it didn't go well.
Like, here's the
Fine.
plan.
We are all alive.
Here's the plan that would have made the most sense that they could have done,
Yeah, okay.
and here's what they actually
What
did.
I want to clarify is that the first part of your plan was executed as intended.
Yeah.
But then it sort of fell apart a little bit around the time
No,
that
don't-
our
Here we
tiny
go.
bat person sneaking in decided that playing loud rock music.
It was
Well-
on 4 out of 10, guys. Let's,
Okay, well,
3 out
playing
of
music
10.
while trying to be sneaky was totally going to work out fine.
today.
So she was caught by some guards. See, at this point, Ziana had done an amazing job, like sneaking in, being full on Assassin's Creed, nearly getting caught, but knocking the person out before they could do anything about it. But there were some misguided drug consumptions.
I don't think it was misguided because
Hey.
I was instructed to fly
Oh.
the ship,
Yep.
and the consumption of Space Mountain Dew made me more effective at a task I was not trained to do.
True.
And then I melted some guns, and it was great. And I exploded some explosives, which is how you
It's
operate
very
explosives.
convenient. You had a 50% possibility of doing that, and it came up yes. So they got through most of the sneaking, and then they started playing the rock music, and then Conrad
there was no they.
Kika started playing the rock music, and so Conrad told Hexy, who has no skills in piloting, to pilot the Batleth, so she did.
I'm,
And
I
I'm,
was
Well,
worried
I'm proud of
about
that
the
decision.
captain.
Yeah.
She didn't respond. They didn't respond.
Conrad used his drone to also make Kika high on Space Mountain Dew.
we got vertical.
So
Yes, we
at
did.
this point, 3 out of 4 crew members recommend Space Mountain Dew when you want to make interesting choices.
I tried to stab
They
the guy.
then piloted
I'm an
the ship
enabler.
and began shooting at turrets. That was around the time that Hexy managed to explode a crate as a distraction. Also really useful. At this point, the Freedom Fighters were like, I guess we'll just use their distraction rather than them using our distraction. So they went in, and Kika managed to, just 15 minutes over than the time span she said when she lied to the captain's face about how long it would take her, had successfully extracted the components with Ziana's help after dispatching a number of other guards, got that material outside, and then Hexy beautifully levitated the entire contraptions into the Batleth. At that moment, Ziana saw what Kika and Thea had done to the cargo bay, because where else in a ship do you put cargo than the cargo bay?
I put a lot of little hands on it, and then there's some fishies that go with the salmon bars.
We find ourselves
Oh.
on the Batleth,
Cute.
I
with
thought I did a good job.
presumably Conrad piloting the Batleth.
Yes,
So
he
he would
went to
be
your room.
in
Yeah,
the cockpit.
I was last piloting it.
Ziana
Nice.
would be in her room at this point, and Hexy and Kika
Where
probably
I
in the
think
cargo bay.
some of my equipment was
Yes.
because it was brought into my room by the incredibly helpful Hexy, clearly trying to keep me out of the cargo bay.
I thought maybe she wanted to live in a room because maybe she.
Oh,
would
she
wanna
is
go to
now.
Yeah.
She is right now.
But right now, Hexy's probably in the cargo bay, and I don't know if Kika's still there, but Hexy, the Space Mountain Dew is worn off, and Hexy is holding back tears. She's just like,
Is she in the cargo bay?
as she sees the captain storm out, and she just. She's mad at me. I know I wasn't supposed to fly the ship.
Oh.
And maybe a gun hit us, but it didn't hit us. It only hit us a little bit. But she's gonna be so mad at me. I was worried she wouldn't come back. She wouldn't tell me that everything was okay. She said things were gonna be okay, but she.
And like, Hexy, and like, Hexy, like, pat shoulder, like.
She can't
so
breathe.
tiny. Wait, wait.
It's like just like your armpit.
Yeah, like, come on. You can't cry here. This is basically.
I can cry here. I'm very capable of crying anywhere. I'm actually a very talented crier.
You are
When I was
indeed.
on tour, it was one of my acts. But now, sometimes it just happens.
I was going to recommend. You are. Oh gosh, I was so bad at consoling children. Would you like to cry in a small space, alone, with me, where it is cozy, and there might be things for you to drink?
Yes.
Okay, come with me. Come on.
I don't know where this is going. Where do you take her?
How small is the space?
I just take her to like the engine room. Like there's like, so the engine's built in a very specific way, according to this one's specifications. But if you go underneath one of these large pipes, there's actually like a small like 4 foot by 4 foot space where you can see this is where like I have made my place here. There's like a little hammock that's above a big pipe. It's nice and cozy, and there's actually plugged into the engine through slightly illicit means, as in like I ripped open the cording and I plugged in another cord and I like, back together. There's a mini fridge.
A small
I'm just trying to
refrigeration
picture
unit.
how Kika got a mini fridge.
Lots of pushing.
And just
To
scraping
her,
the
it's like a
entire-
full-size
See,
fridge.
this
Yeah.
is why this is why I have all the equivocation when I say that I am captain.
And like there's like a beanbag chair that you could see has been very fluffed down. It's probably like filled with like packing peanuts, and then it's been like squished and then more packing peanuts get in, so it's in that like lower phase of the packing peanuts. It's probably worth the chance now. There. Go there.
It's beautiful
Is this
here.
your bunk area?
Yeah,
Like,
this
would
is-
Thea know about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there's
When you
Yeah.
get to, if you look in at some point your hammock, there's like just a little data chip sitting in it.
Does she see it? Okay. So
Yeah, I mean, if you look, it's not super sneaky.
She hears it.
There's probably. Yeah, okay. And like tucks in a little belt. Like, only one of us can be crying right now. And then like scuttles back down and like opens the mini fridge. And there are like small green bottles of like. I don't know how to say this in space terms, but like a space version of soju. Like,
Why can't it just be soju?
then it's soju.
Yeah. It's spoju.
So they're like, you're supposed to mix it with beer, but like, Kika doesn't. Beer fills up the stomach real quick.
I mean, and you're very small.
Yeah. So like, she like opens up the twist off, and then like takes one, like, yeah, it's a little one of those things, and then like passes it.
Do your buns fall like press against your head?
No, but she makes the like sound. Thank you.
You did good. Like, you flew the ship?
Yeah, I mean, it went up and it didn't go down.
And
so
it-
those are the two prerequisites for flying.
Here's the thing. You could either look at it as I broke the rules and or you can think of it as like, Captain, I stepped up when there was nobody flying the ship and it didn't crash.
But technically, though Kenny was flying the ship, so wasn't it that there was no one flying the ship? Was they wanted me to fly the ship so he could shoot the guns? 'Cause we weren't supposed to go in that.
No.
We broke the plan.
Yeah. Welcome to space stuff. That's just what happens. Like, we're never gonna play a plan perfectly. That's what it means to be adaptable and to trust your team. Like, I probably should not have played my microscopic music that lets me see better, but it worked out. I got it done in an hour-ish.
Play music.
Keeps insisting.
Yeah. I need to be able to see better, and when there's more cacophony, I can usually identify better.
What kind of songs do you like to work with?
Anything that has 3 guitars, minimum.
3 guitars.
3 guitars, 2 drums. I'm talking massive rock. It's this massive rock kind of developed on this like small section around my home ship back on the I want to say the Sagittarius section. Yeah.
Are you talking about one of the arms?
Yeah. Sagittarius arm.
Yeah.
We're kind of far away from that now, but it's like every oldie station plays it there. I gotta open my mouth first. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of home, but also like it's nicer to see when there's just when there's one singer, you're just missing out. You can have more people participate. So I like it.
It's like chorus and a chorus of instruments.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear it sometime.
I mean, I got a track. It's a little bit different from what you do, but you're not bad. You listen to yourself when you practice. I can hear it in the vents. I can't not hear it. So it's not something I drown out.
Well, that means a lot. Maybe next time I'll drum a little too, just to make it less.
I'll drum for you. All I'm saying is...
Wait, you drum?
I mean, everyone ticks. I don't do well at it.
Well, I don't do well at flying a ship, but...
But you did it! Now no more crying.
Thanks, Kika.
How
are you doing?
Well, you healed me, so I'm not bleeding out, which is pretty great.
Yeah, I meant, you know, your heart and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh. Yeah, I'm getting some, like, wicked scratchy... You don't have fur. When you get a scab with fur, it itches like a mofo. When you get kids, oh yeah, you gotta cone them. They don't like it, but it works.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, I had a couple.
Where are they?
That children of cone.
Not here. They're on their own ships. It's hard to keep track. One's in the nearest arm. What's another arm that's close to this one?
In the edges or in Ica?
Ica.
The
hang
nearest
out,
Ica arm would be the Centaurus arm.
Centaurus.
No, sorry, we're in Centaurus would be the Sagittarius.
Oh, cool. That's not too far away. Near your home, Sagittarius.
Talking on the massive scale of space,
The
but
universe.
sure.
I mean, it's easier to get messages to them.
They must be proud of you.
They're proud of their dad. Their dad does good stuff.
Your mom does good stuff.
I taught him how to live. Tarko taught him how to love. Just cares way too much about everything. But we're getting into way more than you needed to.
It makes me feel better to hear about other people. That's why I came out to space in the first place.
Really? Everyone's so self-centered in like ships. It's all about you surviving.
I just wanted to learn. If you think people are self-centered on ships, you should try entertainment business. For real people.
I like that
Happen
shit.
to like music too.
I
I'm
like.
glad we landed on the same ship.
It was very convenient that Thea chose this ship to find a error in the engine for us to fix. That was
Is that
very.
the story?
We found a
Chose to find. It's okay. Everybody knows.
Yeah, that we found the error. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very, we're looking for you guys more than us, because you wouldn't have been able to get much far with that arrow that we found.
So, while this conversation is happening, are Ziana and Conrad, I mean, I think you're in separate spaces, but are either of you doing anything in particular? If not, we can jump forward a little bit.
Yeah. Conrad's just coming down from the Space Mountain Dew, so he has a headache. He's kind of like at the controls of the ship, just kind of like massaging his temples. But he's still feeling pretty exhilarated from the whole run that they just did. So, but he's by himself, so he's just going to focus on piloting.
Ziana is in her room using her weights. She is tempted several times as she is working out to leave her room and go find someone in particular to yell at. But she tries very hard not to captain in anger. And so, so she's working that out right now alone.
Deep breaths.
A lot of deep breaths.
Punching things.
Counting to 10.
Punching things.
Well, you have to take a deep breath to get
To
a
punch
good
the
punch,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
Like that's
Breathe
part of
through
the
it.
Yeah.
yeah. You know,
Yeah.
it's like yoga
And
movement.
lifting weights, that does require breathing as well.
So Conrad will eventually pilot the Batleth kind of farther away from the planets, a little bit towards the edge of the solar system, the Erzadi system, and eventually Sarin will catch up with you. It takes about twice as much time because they have about half as good of a thread drive. So you'll have a little bit of downtime just kind of waiting for Sarin to show up. Does anyone do anything in particular during this time? If not, I'll just jump to when Sarin arrives.
I feel like
It'll
conversation.
probably be about 12 hours.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, it's
Okay.
not like a week?
No,
Okay.
12 to 24, somewhere in there. Like,
So after she's managed to calm down, Ziana would make her way first to the bridge to check up. Or would you still be there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does the ship have autopilot? Is it like
I mean, yeah, good enough that
We
it
engaged
can.
it on
it
the
can
planet.
we did?
Yeah, briefly.
Yeah, Oksana can resume a certain amount of controls. Like
Okay. So I'm not like chained to the.
no, the expectation is thread space requires a lot more intensity because non full AI / sapient beings can't make the decisions quick enough to do stuff like that. So you need enough people, like one sort of chief pilot and then other people to kind of take over. When you're just like piloting through a solar system, unless you're trying to outrun a bunch of enemies or attack or do anything like that, like the ship can assume cruise control essentially.
Oh, nice.
We set
A
course.
sophisticated cruise control. Like it
a
won't
Tesla
run into something.
cruise control.
Yeah. Yeah. A sassy cruise control.
I mean, there's a lot of open space in space. You can just
Yeah.
plot your straight line.
Yeah.
So would you?
Yeah, I mean, he'll still be hanging out on the bridge, probably. He's just tired, and he's probably just kind of not quite sleeping, but just sort of he's like leaning back in the chair at the con, and he's probably like popped a couple like analgesics or something like that from his.
Every time he like does that, nearly nods off
Yeah.
thing, like Oksana just plays a uncomfortably loud noise.
What
Like,
noise-
is she just deliberately fucking with him?
Yes.
Or,
Yeah.
like, that shouldn't be in her programming.
It actually, Ziana put it in her programming in the fear that one day she might be, because she was piloting on her own for so long, that if she might, get drowsy, she told Oksana to make sure that she stayed awake.
There are some questionable things in Oksana's programming
I mean, we know that.
There are no secret routines, of course.
alpha build.
Oh,
Definitely
yeah.
was a not an official install of this operating system.
Was it the free install before all the patches came through, and then
Probably.
it was an expectation that you bought the real?
I only had so much money to put down on the damn thing.
You might be suspicious that Oksana is a little bit more of an AI than a lot of ship's computers are.
The person who sold the OS to me assured me that it was fine. It would get me through.
I'm not
Anyway,
actually allowed to kill you.
And then he vanished in a puff of smoke.
They're just receded back
he
into
was
the
like,
alley.
"What you buying? What you selling?" Okay, so Ziana would enter the bridge and probably just in time to hear that. Sure.
Do not fall asleep, Conrad.
I'm not sleeping. Oh, hey, Captain.
Correct, you are not sleeping anymore.
I wasn't sleeping at all. Yeah, Captain, I was looking for the control to shut off that feature,
The
but
safety feature.
This is a security safety feature to prevent pilots from sleeping at the wheel.
yeah,
Space is a dangerous place.
you're on autopilot. You don't need me to be controlling you right now.
Technically, it is within my programming to require a humanoid pilot at all times.
Gah. He
That
chucks
is ICA regulation 73629.
Oh.
he chucks an empty can of Space Mountain Dew just across, to nowhere in particular.
ICA actually has a lot of very strange regulations related to AI because the Angulians do not trust AI because they cannot read their minds.
If we can't read your mind,
So
you're not
there has
real.
to be a sapient pilot on all official ICA vessels.
Anyway, Captain, I mean, it was pretty crazy down there, but we got it done.
Yes, we did. How are you, Lieutenant?
I'm all right. I'm happy. This was great. I think we did great. It went kind of sideways, but hey, welcome to space stuff. It's just how it is.
It's a really well-known jingle from a series of advertisements.
Is it like a plane insurance commercial or a spaceship insurance commercial?
So Ziana picks up the can of Space Mountain Dew.
There are 2 empty cans.
2 empty cans. Exactly how much of this stuff did you pack with you?
Oh, well, we're ICA. We always carry we always carry a good supply with us on any mission. So I've got a case back in the cargo bay, and I've got several doses in my med kit, and then I've got several more doses in my emergency pack. And then I also keep a bunch of basically injections worth in the drone. And then also, in the side of my backpack, I always have a can on either side, in those side pockets, ready to go. And I also sleep with one at night, just in case of an emergency.
You can just put in water.
Yeah.
Oh, like nun tablets.
And this is normal ICA procedure?
Oh yeah,
Everyone does it.
yeah. You got to perform when you're in ICA.
Uh-huh. So, there are 2 here. Were they both for you?
No, Hexy had one.
Do not give one of these to Hexy again.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And
She
while
blew
we're
up
on the...
a whole I don't know what it was, but she blew up half that whole thing with her mind. It was really, really scary.
She blew up something with...
Yeah, in the shipyard. I mean, I just saw. I didn't see what it was, but there was just an explosion that we could see from space, which is where we were.
We're not talking about Hexy right now. We're talking about you. I've noticed that every time we seem to be in a jam, this is what you need.
Well, I mean, it gets the job done. When you're an Ica, you gotta perform.
Are you an Ica right now?
I mean, I'm always an Ica.
Are you with Ica, working under Ica right now?
I mean, I guess not in the strictest sense, but...
First time I saw you use this, you just went absolutely berserk into an incredibly dangerous situation and almost got yourself killed, and as a consequence, almost got me killed trying to come after you. This time, you made the decision to allow Hexy to fly the ship, something that she did eminently well given that I still have a ship, but nonetheless, exactly where were you and your piloting skills?
I was piloting the drone. I didn't want...
The drone that you also used to inject Kika.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
She needed a hit. She had to perform. She was under the gun. We were all under the gun, Captain.
So here's what we're going to try. We're going to try getting through our next encounter, the next time that we have to get ourselves in a jam, the next time we have to work together as a team and people's lives are at stake. We're going to try to get through that
Sailing from here on out.
without injecting anyone, without downing anything, without getting... What was the word? Horizontal? No.
Vertical.
Yes, vertical. Let's give it a try, shall we?
I mean, okay.
Because if you're
Sure,
going to be a
Captain.
loose cannon on my ship, you're going to get someone hurt. And when you get someone hurt, I'm going to lose my patience.
I'm sorry, Captain. I didn't mean to disappoint you.
Let's just work on it, shall we? I'm going to clean these up. And she takes the 2 empty cans, clearly not quite having worked out all of her anger.
Singularity.
Whether she intends to or not, I'm just gonna say that it happened.
in her giant hands. All right then. Get some rest. Oksana can handle it.
Yes, Captain.
Fine, Captain.
Handle it, Oksana.
Disabling protocol.
Thank you.
Do we all take naps?
As the entire crew takes a nap.
I feel like we all take naps.
I assume the 2 of you are in that drunk nap state. Depending on how
Yeah.
much you drink.
Do you go to
Okay, maybe
sleep
not.
first?
Sure.
Like, I'm gonna listen for
I mean,
it.
I'd had a bit more
Yeah.
a cry, so that.
You were drained a little bit more.
Some time will pass.
Oh.
Eventually, Surin, like you all kind of feel, the 3 of you, I should say, not Conrad, feel like a little bit of a tug, like a gentle sort of pull that kind of lets you know that Surin is close, and it emerges from Fred's space. You'll receive a hail from Ari being like, we've arrived, I'm sorry it took so long, this drive, did it work? Do you have everything?
Yeah.
She's
Hello?
speaking to us mentally?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Things.
We have, yes,
Oh,
yes.
sorry. I thought all of you might be dead.
No, we're still here.
Oh, we're sleeping.
We have everything you need.
Excellent. Surin is ready when you are ready to dock.
Cool. Can we just keep snooze? Yes.
You can sleep a little bit longer, Kika.
No,
What is happening?
time. Yeah, I will be here. Just knock
time is
when
it?
you're ready.
I'll,
daytime, 'cause
Ziana will go and pilot to
Yeah.
dock.
I'll head down to the bridge.
If it's daytime, I'm nocturnal.
I have an
There's no
important
such thing as day in
question.
space.
Do you sleep upside down?
I think there are some CCs who sleep upside down, but I have a little hammock that I like to get cozy in.
All right.
It's like some people like to sleep on their front, some people like to sleep on their back, some people like to sleep on their side. I like to sleep in a hammock.
That's adorable.
It's neither front, back, side, nor upside down.
I like to sleep with wings sprayed. It's really hard to do that when you're upside down, because then you just go.
So you said you were gonna come to the bridge?
Yes.
Okay. So while Ziana is piloting to Surin, And when Hexy comes in, so I heard you blow things up with your mind now.
I mean, they have to be explosive for that to happen. I can, when I was training, they talked about molecules and how you could make them get faster or slower, and I've been working on it, and I made a breakthrough.
Wow.
Is there like any water nearby? Like, do you have a cup of water?
Probably.
So,
Gotta stay hydrated.
So she looks at the cup of water near you, and she, just for show, she doesn't need to do this, but she makes it float a little bit, and then she freezes the water inside. And she does have to exert two efforts to do both of those things, but
Tiana kind of taps the ice. Well, that's new. Nice.
Like Sid gets his tongue.
and then
tap.
I melt it again.
Huh. That's amazing, Hexy. Good job.
I'm really sorry I flew the ship.
Why are you sorry you flew the ship?
Because we weren't supposed to, and the plan was that we would, wait, but it sounded like things were bad, and then you weren't responding, and Kenny was like, we should fly the ship, and it seemed like a good idea and a way to be helpful, and I don't like it when I'm not helpful. So sorry.
Bus.
Well, yeah, I was like, welcome to being underneath the bus.
It's okay, Hexy. I'm sorry that I was not communicative. I forget sometimes.
It's fine, you're captain. You have important things to do.
It's
I can't expect you to talk all the time.
It's not fine. We're part of a team. You didn't know what had happened to the rest of your team. You made a call. I don't know if I
could get shot on a little drone.
Probably would have shoved the pilot into pilot chair, but it's fine. It's fine.
He was
I mean,
he really likes Dunkin' Donuts.
I may have been a little hard on him, but I worry. The way he got that first time drinking, whatever that Ica crap is.
It's effective?
I'm sure it is. I don't want you getting vertical, so dumb, and
That's pretty great.
running headlong into something that, what if I'm not there to pull you out of it? I know that you're very capable and you're very strong, and that you, with your armor from your mind, can take a hit better than I can, but it's an unacceptable risk to me, Hexy. So I'm sorry. I'll try to be better with communication. Please be careful.
I'll always do my best. I don't want to be an unacceptable risk.
That came out weird.
We're lucky to have you here.
Thank
you for letting me travel with you.
Letting you.
Yes, letting me. You were just cool. You were a solo captain. You were doing your own thing. The weird pop singer asks if she could come with you to a planet, and you just said okay. And she never left.
I did kind of wonder what I was thinking at the time, but I don't regret it. And I'm glad you're still here. Genuinely.
Oh, by the way, I can create vacuums now, so I can help you repair the ship in space.
Oh my god, actually.
That you dock inside Sarin. Yes.
I'm sorry, I know we want to do pop plot.
No.
But we have other.
We have stuff
other
to do
things.
with. I'm just moving time forward.
I have a
as
small recording thing.
as
I'd like
you
to
do.
listen. I'm by myself. I will stumble awake before I want to leave. To let people know I'm awake, I guess I will listen to this.
You pop the data chip into your comm pad,
Yeah.
and Thea's voice comes on. And the gist of the message is, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to leave so soon or so suddenly, but I wasn't going to have an opportunity to catch a ride anywhere else. I'm on my way to Duranga. I think I have a good lead, and I can do better on my own with this. I'll meet you there when I'm done, or whenever you're done. I guess whichever comes first. Don't worry, I'll be fine, and I'm definitely coming back.
Is that it? Okay. I'm gonna listen to it or Kika's gonna listen to it a couple more times, just to make sure, this time, listening for, inflection, to make sure that, if she's, scared to hear it, or if,
You get the feeling that it's that very Thea...
It's the Thea mask.
It's the Thea mask. It's, even for you, she doesn't... especially that piece at the end, the sort of confirmation that she'll be back, is the only place where there seems to be any sort of betrayal of emotion.
Beep beep. Hey Kika.
Beep beep. Yep.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's Kenny.
Yes, you are the only male voice on this call.
Okay. Well, I was just being polite.
No, it's very polite of you. We get very comfortable on this ship. So what's up?
I just wanted to check in on how you're doing. I couldn't find you anywhere around the ship, though. So
yeah, that's because I don't sleep in my room. Yeah, I will meet you.
Oh, no, you don't have to meet me.
You know what you need? Breakfast. You know what I need? Breakfast. So, breakfast? What time is it? Is it 4 p.m.?
Sure.
I don't know.
always
What time?
4
We don't
p.m.
measure time
somewhere.
like that. It's
Okay.
cycle. It's what shift is it?
What shift is it?
It's probably the mid shift.
Great. Late breakfast. The best time to have breakfast, which is non-breakfast time.
Okay. Yeah.
Because when it's non-breakfast time, you can actually plan on having the best breakfast. Because when it's and at this point, Kika's moving and trying to put on a different pair of overalls, and scruffing, and then be okay.
You want breakfast?
Yes, I want planned breakfast. Because if you go early and you wake up early, you're not gonna have a good breakfast. You have oat cubes. I'm not gonna have oat cubes today.
Wow, you seem awfully chipper.
Yes.
Okay.
There's no sadness in
Well,
this bunk.
I'm in the mess hall right now.
Great. I will get there.
All right.
Yep.
I want to give it that very convincing yes.
The most convincing, yes.
I just wanted to check on how you were doing.
I mean,
It takes less than a minute for her to get to the mess hall.
I
It's a
could
small
talk.
ship. It's like
I mean-
walking upstairs.
my scabs are itchy. You can't fix that. There's just fur growing underneath the scab.
Okay, but you're doing all right. I know that Space Mountain Dew can hit you pretty hard.
I took a nap.
Just
Was I was? Oh, we're in Sarin.
No,
No,
you were
we're still-
sleeping. Less like someone carried you out of the
No, but we're
Batleth.
in the
yeah,
Batleth
the
in the
Batleth
Sarin.
is in Sarin.
Yeah.
Batleth has docked
Yeah.
at this point.
So we're.
I just
feel the slight
Hexy's probably
visits.
moving the engines out. It's
Yeah.
I just well, you did really amazing in there. I wanted to let you know. I was really impressed.
I did take the engine out in 1 hour. That's right. Or hour 15.
Therefore, her lie remains a secret
It was-
forever.
Why would you say it like that?
Because I did it. Like I said I could do it, and I did it. And
Yeah.
I 100% knew that it was only going to take that amount of time. Can you get the protein shakes out?
Yeah. It's just normally you wouldn't need to say all of that stuff the way you
Oh.
did just now.
Yes, but Kenny,
Was there more to that thought? I'll wait. I mean,
Kenny, we have a fantastic captain. And
do not want to disappoint them. And
I know that feeling.
just existing and being who I am, I feel like I make bad decisions all the time. So I told her it could be an hour, and it became an hour 15. And I will call that a win. It could, you know what? It probably was false at one point, but with enough willpower, we made it true. Cheers.
You're a confusing person.
I don't know how to eat this with my mouth.
It's like your slightly pointy nose is like.
I need a cup, and I'm like, I don't have a spoon. And straws are hard for me.
I think, I think maybe this was a tougher mission than you want to admit. Like, it's okay. It's okay to be stressed out by stuff. That's why we get vertical.
I mean,
so we don't have to be stressed.
I will, if I may, getting vertical was pretty intense. Like,
Yeah.
I've never felt as competent as when I was vertical. However, I don't know if you've noticed, but I am a Trico. I am very tiny. I need to get more diagonal. Because while I have learned how to shoot a bow, I almost died. And yeah, that was probably the closest I got to the great serpent eating suns in the sky.
Yep.
So,
I mean, there was that time that whole horde of hollows nearly killed all of us.
no, I didn't get hurt then. I wasn't
Racing the part where she climbed into the engine.
I was gonna be okay because I had my team around and they knew how to help me. But when you're by yourself and you're very small and it is large, it's scary. And being vertical means you're less scared. And I think you need to be scared to survive. Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying, Kika. The thing about fear is step 1 is to acknowledge the fear. Step 2 is to master the fear. And step 3 is to quench the fear with Space Mountain Dew. But I see what you're getting at.
What?
Look, I just want to say that,
Okay.
do you need help?
I need the bowl. I need the bowl. Give
Here,
me the
take the bowl.
Give me the bowl.
This was your idea.
Yeah, I was trying to play it cool.
Wow.
You would not see
You don't
me.
have to play it cool with me, Kika. I like you. You're plain spoken. You never lie or anything like that. You're you're a rock. And you're good at what you do. And hey, if you want to take a look at Dunkin' Dronuts and see what you can do to juice him up, then you're welcome to do that.
You are giving me permission. Right now.
No take backs.
To get intimate with your drone.
Well, it's really weird when you put
I
it like
need
that.
to let it purr. Right now, it was
I want to
doing
be
okay.
just 100% clear. You're not going to have sex with me.
That's not even on the table.
Okay. Because that's what made it sound right.
No, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna work all the way around, and I'm gonna make it purr like it's never purred before. I'm gonna rock its world.
It still sounds an awful lot like you're going to have sex with it.
No. I'm not into inanimate objects. Though I understand it is small, and I am small, and that might make sense to you.
No.
I have a question for you, other than your drone. One.
Yeah.
How?
I'm still catching up to you, but yeah.
I need to measure your size, mass, and also height.
Nope. Nope.
So if you just stand still, I will
Yeah,
use
no.
I will use my wingspan.
I've been standing still this whole
Right.
time. I've...
I wanted to ask for permission. Like Oksana could have given me those numbers,
Yeah.
but I wanted to ask first.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I run frequent scans.
She lets me know if any of us gain weight. It's really great.
That sounds terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, tissues box. Oh, here we go. Here you go.
No, I think it would be great if you worked on Duncan. I know we talked about making a translator module, but I think this is far more important.
Oh, for sure. Mostly because I can't program, and you know who can? Thea.
Yeah. Are you missing Thea?
Oh gosh. Fruit smoothies. I mean, Thea can take care of herself. If she doesn't want us to go with her, I guess that's pretty. It says a lot.
I'm sorry.
I am too. But she enjoys having you on the ship. I
Really?
enjoy having you on the ship. Yeah. You're fun.
I
You're good at what you do.
I liked her. I didn't trust her, but she seemed nice. And
I
she
mean-
wasn't trying to break every law that I know of,
So
which
that's
is a lot.
yeah. You do know a lot of
A
rules.
lot of laws.
Can you forget some of those rules? We're in space.
Hey, you know, I adapt. It's what we all have to do, right? You know?
Yeah.
Welcome to space stuff.
Ding.
Hexie is dragging the giant engine down, and she's saying boop, 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 just to make sure.
Do you
people...
need any help? No. You look very much like you definitely have this.
Where does it go, though? I don't really know anything about engines.
So the engine room, well, the energy cells.
Are you gonna be able to do this? Or do we
was
need to put
hoping
Kika on it?
Kika might be able to help.
Kika!
It's just. Oh,
Kika!
yeah. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm out loud. Yeah.
We don't know what to do with a bobbin.
You are certainly the most competent engineer on this crew.
Oh, you mean the Bob and Case? Yeah. I'm me and the boyo here, are just talking it out. He's a good boy. You can't hear this. This is all in my head.
Yeah, it's all brain talk. It's good to hear you're getting along so well. And
Yeah, we had breakfast. Wait, just a second. How much of this is on my face?
Oh, a lot.
Okay, I need to clean up and then I'll be there.
It's third shift.
Does she have breakfast?
Well, I guess you can have breakfast anytime
she's
you
been
want
sleeping
to.
for like a day.
How did everything go while you were on the planet?
Great, super great. Didn't die.
I noticed that part.
Yep.
All definitely still alive.
So, carrying this incredibly heavy thing.
And you all have the sense that you know exactly where to take it. She directs you to essentially the ship's metabolism.
You can carry something, I'll carry something. We'll get
Hexie
there.
could carry all of it, but she went.
She wants you to carry some of it.
All right.
She always
Are
waiting
you-
for her to pick what she wants to carry and carries the rest.
Or keeps trying to offer to carry something and then just sort of letting both of you have it. Just this way you also know where you're going.
Meep Meep, do you need snacks?
I mean, sure.
Do we still have those long, thin, chewy things? The things, the preserved.
Oh, the Meato Stickos.
Yes.
The Meato Stickos. They're not real meat, but you hope it is.
That's the tagline. Do we?
Yeah, we definitely
Do we
got.
still have the vanilla flavored ones?
I won't eat those, so I bet we do.
Could you bring some of those for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where's Thea?
Thea took off while we were at the last station before we hit the planet.
She headed over to Durango.
Oh, that's an expression. Didn't you all seem incredibly cautious about this place, Durango?
Yes, it's not a great place. It's a black market hub. Thea tends to thrive in places like that, though.
Oh.
I'm a little worried, but
Good.
I think she's worried we hold back her image, or rather, keep her from being anonymous. It's very little anonymous about the crew of the Butler.
Oh my goodness, I just realized.
Pop singer, a
Believe it.
7-foot captain of glorious
A small
import.
bat and an official member of the government.
who is the most the most conspicuous of us all?
So,
I'm conspicuous for justice. So
Are you here?
no.
I thought we joined.
We're walking.
I assume you're walking.
I mean, you
Eventually,
can
got
walk
the
in
meat
the ship if you want
I
to
do
have
need
distant
my vanilla
conversation.
flavored.
We have.
Mito
There's
Stickos.
like 4 2 feet long meat sticks in like a ceramic like a
Why are
2.
they this big?
Have you
because-
seen how tall I am?
Fair, fair.
They're definitely the vanilla flavor, and they have like vanilla bean patterns on the
Vanilla
wrapper.
has not existed in most places in the galaxy for, several
How
billion
would
years.
no. Ziana, to be clear, Ziana has no idea what vanilla flavor as you Earthlings know it tastes like. But they put vanilla on the package and therefore
It's
It is
delicious.
it's vanilla flavor.
I mean, it's probably not hard to synthesize like the flavor.
Yeah, but-
Yeah, but
realistically,
but
even if it's
conceptually
not
no one would
actual.
know.
Like, think about how chocolate tastes different and depending on what country you're in. Like, vanilla probably tastes different depending on what.
It's space vanilla.
Yeah.
And also it's in a you hope it's meat stick.
Yeah. You mean Mito Stickos? Stickos
Mito-
is spelled
Mito Stickos.
S-T-O or S-T-I-K-K-O-S.
Okay.
Mito Stickos.
Now that makes it okay.
There's also a random apostrophe in there for no reason.
Where is the apostrophe? That's very important.
After the M.
Is it
Yeah.
between the two K's?
Oh,
Yeah, no, I think there's one between the two K's as well. It's meat-o-stick
God, there's a lot of
apostrophe K-O.
punctuation.
I mean, that's probably like our language is common, right? Like, what do we call our international or galaxy name
I
language?
think it's like
English.
Ica,
Oh, Ica?
Ica's
Yeah,
official.
Yeah. Okay.
or I speak official. Like it's the official language of Ica.
I love how the language is called official. Like,
Yeah,
how-
I'm pretty sure it's just official.
All right. So, cool. We're on our way. There's like probably a fashion tube. I'm skittering.
I'm
You're
probably
3
like
feet tall. And
I'm
you
probably
said that
like
they're, 2
carrying
feet.
just a ton of these Mito
There,
Stickos,
we don't have that.
and I don't know why.
There's like 4
Like-
of them.
How thick are they though? Are they like an inch?
I don't
thick?
know. You said they were 2 feet long.
Okay, let's make them 2 feet long and an inch thick, just to be like they are like intensely soy-based Mito Stickos.
They're not made of meat, but you wish they were.
They're not made of meat, but you wish they were.
Meet up, Stickos.
The cost is cheap. Buy them anywhere.
You can find them in your local Space Mart.
The Surgeon General
More
wants you to
gross.
know that consuming Mito Stickos is hazardous to your health and should not be done under any circumstances.
Buy 2 Mito Stickos. Get 1/3 vegetable free.
I mean, let's be real. That's what we can afford. Like,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You get a lot of Mito Stickos and a lot of third vegetables. So you make your way to the equivalent of the engine room, which some portions of it seem familiar. It's essentially like if you imagine there are a bunch of parts that make sense to you on top of a thing that you do not understand. It's like it is cybernetic in essence. So you're like, I understand this portion of it, but this part
yeah.
doesn't really make any sense to
I
me.
use the teeth on this side. Probably shouldn't touch that with my mouth.
Definitely do not eat. That is highly caustic.
Means it's gonna burn you.
Oh, I don't want to.
Ziana puts down the part that she was carrying. She takes a Mito Sticko. And then she's not got it.
I assume you will assist with putting the thread drive together. So go ahead and roll your fix at a +1 because Ari is helping you.
I'm happy to help, but that will also help. Just lifting things.
We'll hold
suspending
things.
things.
As needed, I will use strength.
13?
Very nice. So with some guidance and several warnings of don't put your mouth on that. That one's okay. And a lot of
It's a useful tool.
bumbling through. Ari, with the assistance of others, and Kika managed to spend several hours. It probably takes you about 6 hours to fully put together the pieces, pulling parts out. And as you're doing this, Kika feels the sense of familiarity, almost as if the knowledge is sort of coming into your mind, and after the first sort of encounter with something, you're like, oh no, I know what that is now. Names seem to come to you, or descriptions.
Names?
And when you sort of finally install the last piece and get everything in place, you almost feel the ship's sigh relief.
So thread the bobbin and make.
And you're the only one that experiences this.
Yeah. Turn this giant crank that tests the needle.
And fluid starts pouring into through various tubes and sections.
Yeah.
I think Sarin has picked you out as the engineer.
Excuse me? I've picked to be the engine.
That might be how your ship works. But that's not how Sarin works.
Well, we're all glad that Sarin picked wisely.
You just picked the most qualified amongst us, Kika.
It mostly just means that Sarin likes you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is it purring?
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
We all take a step back.
I mean, is it on its stomach and I'm tickling its little underbelly?
You are
No.
scratching a cat's belly.
Oh, am I? Oh.
Last time that happened, I remember what happened.
No, but this isn't a it's more like a rumble and the tumble, if you know what
I'm sorry,
I mean.
it's not like a what?
what?
And so it's more like a...
So happy.
Kika is now able to understand a lot more about the engine and the construction of the ship, almost as if there is a more direct connection between Sarin that doesn't constantly have to go through Ari.
Oh.
You're getting meeps from the ship.
I'm getting it's if there's an injury, it's touch this thing and then I do the thing. And
It doesn't. It's not so much explicit directions, but you would know. Conceptually, you are more attuned to the ship in a way that you don't need a translator all of the time, but you're not getting actual words. You have a manual now in your head.
Oh. Huh. So I could think, and do I know if there's super cool mini places for me to run underneath?
Yes.
Just Kika disappear.
I mean, there's definitely one of those pull and then goes down and then meets you on another side of the ship.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. I just.
Okay.
Huh. Who are they?
They haven't
Ziana
joined.
and
No.
Hexy. What did it do to Kika?
No, if
It's normal. It's very normal.
if I'm the engineer, when will it make you captain?
Oh.
Well, that's...
When will it make you destroy anything in its path? And also musician, and also HR?
It's more about what. So you remember the rays, yes? I don't think you could forget that. There were the ones that were smaller and longer limbed and with big claws.
Yeah.
And then there were the ones with the armor.
What's she saying? She's doing the claws.
Oh yeah, gosh,
They
I'm
serve
gonna be
different
interested.
roles on the ship. They are the crew. And on the Rays, they have no consciousness of their own. But on a Leviathan, you have a place.
It's saying that we get a special place on the ship, and I've been selected as engineer.
I
and
thought you
that
were working on the
when
translator.
You sign
Does he not know what I'm
up,
saying still?
You can also get a special place on the ship because you are
We'll get
so
on it.
special.
Okay. The voice is a translator, a communicator, a way for the ship to talk, but it doesn't mean that others can't communicate with it. It is alive, it just doesn't speak your language.
The ship communicates with like feelings, and they also can talk through her. But then she can't talk to you because you haven't decided to stay with us yet.
Has
You
Nick
can understand
home?
this.
That is not the way I would phrase
Don't
it.
know.
Kika, perhaps we should work on the translator?
But I'm doing a great job.
I suppose it could sing. Maybe not in the same way that you do.
Well, sure. The lyrics would probably take a little bit of work, but everybody knows notes.
That seems possible.
They're talking about if the ship can sing, and maybe it'll communicate with singing so that you can hear it.
Why not?
Or we could just work on that translator.
So,
Just focus on the drone.
should we go back to Janice, where we were before?
Well,
We
so
have-
how much time is it going to take to get this thread drive operational?
I mean,
We've been in here for like 6 hours. It's
Oh, okay.
it's working
It's
now.
working
You can
now?
go.
Okay.
It's ready. It's not. I mean, it's very good. You've done excellent work, but it's not as good as it could be. I'm sure at some point.
What else do we have to do?
Honestly, I think the only things would be the ship was supposed to have one of the best thread drives but then the lab and all of that. So right now it's as good as it's going to be.
We
The
didn't get
part
a good
where
enough.
My entire planet was destroyed is fine.
we're going back to Genesis
I don't know where Duranga is.
to find Duranga. Because we need to go there
We
to
would
get
know where
You would
it
all
is.
know. She
Yeah,
doesn't know.
no.
Like she
We don't
doesn't
need
have
to-
up-to-date star maps
We don't
of
need
this
to
sector.
find Duranga. Have you heard from Thea at all? Has there been any communication coming in to anyone?
You would guess, Thea, knowing you and like where you've been, she would leave a message. Like it's one of those. It would have to go from an outpost to an outpost. Like you're too far
We
away
need
from
to check
Duranga.
the nearest
So-
outpost.
All right. So why don't we head a bit closer to Genis Landing, and then we can take the Batleth from there so as to not alert anyone to your presence. Thinking that's perhaps a
Assuming we
still want
stay
to do?
farther out in space or away
Can
from
you-
population areas, we'll be faster in Sarin.
Can you go on Genesis?
I don't see why not, unless they
Can
would
you leave
kill
your
me.
ship?
Yes.
Oh, then why don't you join us on Genesis? It'll be great. I mean, like, no one knows who you are. They're not gonna go looking for, like, what's your species called?
Promethean?
The Promethans.
No one.
Is she always bad at words?
A little bit. Is no one else at all concerned about what's going to happen when we dock at Genis Landing with this incredibly advanced, heretofore unknown alien technology?
We probably shouldn't do that.
She's
That's-
saying
Yes.
we should leave the ship in space and then take Batleth.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
That's what I'm saying, too.
We're saying
Okay.
that.
So we're all on the same page.
Take Sarin
I'll
towards
tell you later.
Genis Landing. We'll take
Right.
the Batleth the rest of the way.
Um,
And
but
you,
she
of
might
course,
come
are
with us.
more than welcome to join us if that is a thing that you are
Yes,
capable
that-
of doing.
yes, probably.
Would like to do.
There's no way that could go.
Come meet the galaxy you want to save.
Oh boy. Okay.
Well, but she was
How
saying.
long do your arms stay like that?
Like, probably until she, like, teeters on her...
Okay.
But Aryuta was saying that the bond she feels to Sarin is stronger than we do. I don't want to cause you any pain.
I can leave for short periods of time or shorter distances. It'll be good for me to leave this ship. I haven't left this ship since my whole planet was destroyed. I should leave this ship.
Aryuta's gonna come with us onto Genis Landing, which is gonna be really cool. Show excitement on your face, because she can't understand what I'm saying to you. There we go.
Is he drunk?
He might be.
Okay.
And then we're gonna figure out if Thea left us a message because she did not leave any more messages.
We're going back to Genis Landing.
Metagaming. Didn't we actually repair the thread drive for like a reason that we like involved getting? I thought we had to get Aryuta
We're gonna get
to her
weapons.
lab.
You have to get weapons first.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
so
was
it's
fine.
weapons.
And that's on
Genis Landing
Duraga.
is like,
So yeah, we repair the thread drive on Sarin, step 1.
Oh, you've got a
Then we
checklist.
get then we
There's a
have to
checklist I
get
gave you.
weapons for Sarin.
Yeah.
Great.
Which is step 2.
And that's where
And then
Duranga
after
comes
that
in.
we need better
Great.
maps for threading, and then which we can possibly get at Duranga. I don't know if that's what Thea is doing.
I mean,
Everybody got that?
The weapons were kind of a two-part. You needed the actual technology, and then you needed someone to install them. And that's where you knew of like the cybernetic experts between the two of you. It would
And
either
Duranga.
like, and then Duranga was where the weapons would be acquired. So that was
don't we
kind
need
of
to go to Duranga first?
potentially you can either go acquire the technology weapons first and then install them, or you can get the person or know where to install them and then go get the weapons. Like they're not. They are two things that need to happen, and they are not in the same place. But the most likely like knowledge that you would all have is that if Thea is going to send a message, it will go through Genis Landing, partly because of where you are. Like, essentially, if you imagine the sector as a big rectangle, you are up here right now in this system. Genis is here, and Duranga is here.
oh, we have to refuel anyways.
For all we know, Thea has gone ahead to start acquiring the weapons. We'll hit to Genis Landing. We'll check to see if we have any incoming messages. We'll go
And then
from
from
there.
there, you would head on to Duranga anyway.
Yeah. We'll go from
And
there.
then the expert, you have a potential lead, and you would have some potential leads in Ica, depending on how that goes.
Wait, is Duranga and Ica?
No, Duranga is in this sector.
Thank you. Because the sector's in Ica.
So you head back. Ari will pilot because no one is currently more capable than her.
Hexie wants to follow her and go see. And
Yeah.
while she's doing it, she wants to hum to the ship a variant of the piloting song.
The Ica song. Good. That's an interesting song. I'm not bad at this, but I'm not the best. Just sort of like starts moving the controls. It's very Minority Report. You're able to see like the sort of pieces, and the ship makes that lurch into thread space successfully. And you make your way back. You'll realize that this trip will be. I actually literally have a math equation for this.
If it's more than one day, I request that we have a family dinner.
Yes, it'll be about 2-3 days to get all the way there, which is about half as long as it took me to get. And she's able to do it all essentially in one thread.
Can we?
Sure.
Can you help me cook?
Sure.
Great, because I want to talk to you, but I don't want to look you in the face while we do it. So let's talk while we cook.
You
Okay.
also think after a little while, like you're hearing a very deep, resonant version of that song.
What have you done?
I assume I don't hear any of that. So.
Nope.
If that encourages Hexie and she starts thinking about other songs she could teach the ship.
Oh God.
Total eclipse of the sun. So powders are here, and like you guys are gonna sit on the counter and like start just eating from one of the containers.
Is this how we're doing family dinner?
Y-
I, to be honest, didn't really have a lot of family dinners growing up. So I'm not entirely sure how it works. Is it something different than when we all just eat together?
No, it's like eating together, but then like you're saying that there's not gonna be like a console screen, and you're not gonna be listening to your favorite like simulcast, or it's just gonna be like we actually spend time to look at each other's faces, or hear each other's faces. Listen, I wanted. I really like being on this ship. And I want to say thank you for saving my life in that one space where there was this really large person thing, and I thought I was gonna die, and you got there. I don't know if people say that enough to you, that you get there when you need to be there. And
I'm glad that I got there.
me too.
And Kika, I'm glad that you found that problem with my engine that day. And were able to repair it. And then came on board to be my engineer.
Now it's just like slowly climbing, like, can you say that again? And like now it's like moving like onto the shoulder, and like you're getting like little like
on me, like slowly
like starting to, yeah. Like you're getting like some of like this like powdery like saliva like on the pieces of the armor. Like
It's fine. It's fine. I'm used to being. Yeah.
I like being on the ship, and if it was cool, do you want some of this?
No, thank you. She chews on her Mito Sticko.
If it was cool, I would like to request to formally be the not captain, sorry, engineer. Like permanently. Like
Kika,
not me, like not for like a couple months, like I said that one time. And not until we find a cooler ship, like I yelled at you that one time.
that was hurtful.
Yeah, I know. And the reason why I made Thea and me, okay, we both wanted to do it, put the handprints on was so that so we could be on the ship for a long time. I mean, that's why I wanted to do it.
Kika, do you think I was going to kick you off?
Well, remember that one time you said you were gonna kick me off?
Okay, admittedly, sometimes I captain in anger, and I'm working on that. I'm trying to work on that. Kika, you always have a place here. You and Thea both. As long as you want to be here, this is your home. Batleth. I guess Sarin now too. It's all very muddled together at this moment.
I imagine that the Batleth is like our house, and we've just moved into a very fancy neighborhood.
I like that.
Yeah.
Or like into a national park. We're like RVing. I don't know how I know all these words.
I assume that's Claudia trying to analogy.
Yeah.
She wanders into the kitchen and starts making creme brulee, but she doesn't have it booked, or she just.
Oh
She
my
has-
god,
there's no
you're
milk
so
either, it's
cool.
Do you want some?
Rehydrated.
So
I'm like stretching
Set some
across.
powder on
What am I
fire.
taking?
Just lick from my fingers, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, isn't it good? It tastes like high fructose pineapple.
Oh, that is nice.
I like the ones that.
It's very awake.
Is this what fruit tastes like?
This is in your mouth
Oh
a
my
little bit.
gosh.
Oh! Is it supposed to do that?
You know
Beep
that.
beep.
Can you lick
Lieutenant?
from her fingers without having to do like a saving throw? I don't know.
I'm not diseased. I've washed my hands once.
Beep beep.
Bye.
Beep, beep.
I can heal myself.
Lieutenant Kenny here.
Lieutenant, we're all in the mess on Sarin. If you'd like to join us.
Yes, sure
Kika.
thing, Captain.
Wants to do a family dinner.
Beep beep. I've tasted what pineapple's like, and I like it.
Beep beep. Should be interesting.
You worry me sometimes, Kika. I worry for you.
There's nothing
Please don't-
inherently dangerous about pineapple.
Please don't blast any more music when we're in enemy territory.
It helps me see.
It also helps you die.
Kenny gets a little lost along the way, but he finally makes it to the mess hall.
Have you ever
Ari
tried
will
that
meet
really
up with you and
high-pitched
help you.
sound? Like,
Huh?
like
Ari meets up with you and is like,
just pointing.
I can hear higher pitches.
So
If you just play something like higher than we can hear, then you can rock out and
I could just hear my music and make it a really high pitch.
by the time you amble into the dining room / kitchen area, there are lovely, perfect, immaculate creme brulees. There's also a sliced can of third vegetable. There is some diced and fried Mito Sticko.
Oh,
Edamame flavor.
Oh.
And there's,
Interesting flavor.
we've also reconstituted some some of the powders into sauces.
Yeah, like poi
Pineapple
consistency.
dipping sauce.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And also there are various drinks. Some of them fizz. They are all neon. You really can't tell even by smelling what the flavor of each is going to be.
Oh, wow. How did you guys know that I love my Mito Sticko with pineapple flavor? I guess that's true. Everyone does love it.
It's Mito Sticko. You really wish it was made of meat.
But it's not.
Fried in actual meat fat.
That's really what it is. Or maybe
that's the limited edition.
I bet there's one
We
that's
just had
like
a block of
Of lard.
yeah, of lard.
Just lard.
I bet there's one that's like contains actual meat and it's like, or maybe it's like one in every
Meat-
10 6.
Yeah, meat's like the seventh ingredient on the
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, made with
so-
actual meat.
You conclude your meal. A little bit more time will pass. You are pleased or impressed to see that Soren is able to do this entire traverse in one trip and emerge out into the Genis system. As you do, you know that scene in Finding Nemo where they're like, man, what's that big spot in the distance? And then a bunch of krill come past and they're just like, run away! There's like a significant number of spaceships that are all in the process of leaving.
Genis
the
Landing?
system.
Like, are they
No, the
threading? Are
system.
they disappearing?
Yes.
They're like getting the.
They are
Oh,
like you see a lot of
no.
ships at the edge of the solar system because that's where you thread out from, and they are all just like you see them, and then they are entering into thread space. And
That's not good.
whoever has program or whoever would like to attempt to use the comms can roll program and intelligence.
Went so well for me last time.
We need to get one of these ships on comms!
With program, it's -2 if you don't know
It's
it.
-1 if you don't
Oh,
have it. If
I
you're
can try
rolling
that.
2d6, it's -1 when you don't have it. If you're rolling a d20, it's -2.
Oh, I can do that. Like that's I got.
Is that a smile of success or failure? It's hard to
I
tell.
got a 1.
You are not on comms in that moment. You're like looking out the window, but there's no window.
I'll rush over and I'll get a 6. Wait,
Will,
sorry, a 7 because it cancels out.
yep, that'll just about do it. You are able to pick up a number of scrambled either beacons or distress signals. It's kind of hard to tell. Several bits of information that are. I've got to flip to the correct page.
She's turning the page. We didn't
saying,
more than a page.
No. This was where the episode starts. This is where we are.
Oh.
We're here. I just need you guys might be able to see it.
There you go.
This is where it starts. This is where you are.
Well, we got.
I talked a lot about food. I'm really hungry.
This part included like time passes.
It sure did.
We passed time.
That is not a bad thing. This is not a complaint, but I didn't actually need to turn the page. You hear words coming over the comms. You end up. Part of the difficulty is that they're in multiple different languages. A lot of them aren't in official, and it's like words like attack and monsters, and Genis is lost. And with that, we should go to a break.
Wait, no, there were so many questions I have.
Like, as in they can't find Genis?
They
Or-
misplaced.
Perfect thing.
We warned you, people.
Did you warn
Your
Genis?
people. Your people.
You didn't warn
Your
Genis.
Ica
You
No,
warned
we didn't.
Ica.
We didn't. We weren't.
Stupid
Ica.
RPing kept us from
Stupid.
getting to the action.
Yeah.
I'm never complaining, but yeah, 90 minutes in is not uncommon for like when we hit action. You guys are great at RPing. Why would I stop that? Like, what possible reason would I have for you to not do that?
I don't think anybody in chat likes it.
No,
They're
no.
super not into it.
They
All right.
definitely hate meat
Before we
Spicko.
go officially to the break, in which I have been reliably informed because I was looking at chat that there is some sort of surprise waiting for you.
Wait, for me?
Anna
Yeah,
just
for
finished
you.
this action, specifically just Claudia. But
I got a surprise!
Well, I mean, everybody gets
Oh my goodness!
Don't ruin it for her.
special.
Donations first.
Okay, this is
Woo!
operating for a second. It was, but it's fine. It's
I
not
love
your fault.
surprises.
Surprise!
Surprises are
Just
just
a box of
The mailbag
Kleenex.
isn't working.
But I already have
Okay,
one!
Oh,
wait.
never mind.
Where's the first donation? Today's the 15th, right?
Yeah, we did.
The scroll.
This is the 15th.
Scroll button.
No, but I was scrolling with it. It wasn't working.
Okay, well, that's not the button.
Okay,
That's
whatever.
the scroll.
All right.
What are we doing?
Our first donation
That's the
that came in
surprise.
is from William_TW with $25. As intense
you.
and fun as it was to see our heroes adequately feck it up, whatever that means.
Whatever
Is
that
there
means.
a second part, or did I just lose part of it?
Nope, that was it.
No.
As great as it was to see you mess up, that's it. Go.
Nope, that was all of it. And then the next one is from Archaeos46 with $20. Less than 3 for a great adventures. I'm a couple of episodes behind, but I promise I'll catch up. That's okay.
Thank you.
for being here.
You.
And then Fractali with $50. Here's to help with the captain's redecoration fund for the cargo bay. Also less than 3 Kika. And Hexy bonding less than 3.
Yes. Wait, is it this way?
You're on the bottom, remember?
I know
Oh,
on the
right.
bottom, but like, so it'd be
But
like
I
this.
think
Yeah.
you're down there.
Yeah.
The Brady.
Da, da, da.
And then next is from Void Smoker with $25. Fill up that do stash.
Oh God.
We haven't
then
seen the
we
last
have
of that.
Levi762 with $50. Only male voice on the comm, addicted to that do, and drone problems. All the makings of a space country song.
I guess so,
I'm
yeah.
the only male on the crew. And then our next one is from Haha. I'm learning. $20.
See it properly.
You are all still great. That is all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody who has been watching so far. During the break, enjoy the surprise, but also go use the bathroom and then do all of those other important bodily function
Stretch.
things. Stretch,
Get
drink
healthy.
some water, get a healthy snack.
Yeah.
No meato, sticko, or third
Third
vegetable.
Contains
in the
no
meantime,
actual
like,
vegetable.
tweet out the stream, host it, tell people we're still going and that they should come hang out with us, and we will be back shortly.
I'm gonna drink water.
Gonna sacrifice some idols.
I think they heard that.